Hello, everyone. This is your teacher, Ms. Russell, and this is your orientation to OneNote. It will probably not win any Academy Awards, but hopefully it will be useful to you. There are two ways of getting to OneNote. Both start with going to seattleschools.org and then selecting the Student Family Portal. Once you're there, you can either go through Schoology or you can go through Office 365. If you go through Schoology and you select your courses, on the left-hand side, you'll see the option for OneNote Class Notebook. If you decide to go through Office 365, you'll also see the link for the notebook for OneNote right here on your left. Once you are in OneNote, you'll see a number of sections. 1, collaboration space. 2, the content library. And for you, then you'll see your individual folder. Within your individual folder, there are 2 sections, classwork and independent work. Classwork will be work we do in class. Independent work, work you do on your own. In the collaboration space, this is where everyone will have access to this space, and it's ideal for collaboration when you're working in your small groups. For example, if you're here in the collaboration space and you select here to create a new section, let's say that I'm working on a project with Avery, Cameron, and C. So I'm going to say Avery, Cameron, C, and Ms. Russell. Within this section, I'm going to rename this section. Let's say we're going to call ourselves the Tigerinos. And so now in this section, this is just for us, and we'll add a page, and maybe we have this titled our brainstorm for our project, and maybe we add another page and we title it our checklist, a wonderful resource. In fact, if you have your checklist, having these to-do tags, there we go, is a great way of saying what we're going to do, and then in parentheses, who's going to do it. That's what you can use the collaboration space for. Once you go to the content library, you'll see a number of sections: agendas, classwork, projects, and resources. In agendas, you'll see the months coming ahead. And if you select the drop-down menu, you'll see the individual days. For example, on September 7th, you will find our agenda for the day. Typically, the agenda will look something like this. There will be some kind of check-in and attendance form. There will be some announcements or housekeeping items. Then we will have our lesson or our activity. And then often we'll review something at the end of class, and we always end class with takeaways and appreciations. You will find your homework on Schoology, but you will also find your homework here, often with more details, or maybe even the resources linked. If you miss class, this is a great place to go to see the work that we did. In the classwork section, you'll find activities that we're going to be doing in class. In the project section, you'll see our specific projects listed. So for example, we're starting with personal narratives. And underneath, if you select the drop-down menu, you'll find that the groups will be here. Maybe there'll be a checklist of things that you need to have done by the end of the project. Everything related to that project will be here in this project section. And then in resources, you'll find things like the external links and codes that you'll need for the class. There are also some examples of exemplary work, exemplary margin notes, exemplary 24-hour takeaway window commentary. We'll talk more about that. Our vocabulary list for the year, OneNote troubleshooting if you're having trouble accessing OneNote or making sure that it's syncing. And also Sleep for Teens, our discussion guidelines. How to make an Animoto, you'll use this later in the year. How to make a PowerPoint film, you'll also use this later in the year. And a great video on how to access the floor panels so you can charge your computer. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to working with you.